Good afternoon. This is self-education. And remember, if I provide value, please like, comment, share, subscribe. So, in the last video, we talked about holding yourself accountable. When it comes to debt, finding your budget. A lot of people don't even know how much money they make or how much money they're spending. That's why we need to get this journal going, and we need to write a physical copy of a journal, and we need to write everything down that we're spending. It's easy for so many people to just go on Amazon, they buy something, they forget about it, it shows up on their door, they use it once or twice, they throw it away, it gets discarded, it gets set aside, it gets thrown in there with the rest of the stuff or whatever. That's so easy to do. So we need to start writing everything down that we do. And in the Bible, it talks about the borrower being slave to the lender. And why that applies now more than ever is when you borrow debt, when you borrow credit card debt, car debt, you name it, you're a slave. You're taking your future earnings and you're paying it into debt, and you're paying a massive amount of interest on it. That interest, it's getting the banks rich. It's getting these credit card companies rich. It's getting the car companies. It's getting, Toyota, Honda, Ford, Chevy, Dodge. It's making them billions of dollars. So we need to find ways to cut back, lower expenses, but there's only so much you can do. So if you don't have any margin in your life, you may have to work, some overtime, or get a little side hustle going, or get a second little part-time job. That's the sacrifices you're going to have to make in the short term for a season, so that in the long term, your future self will thank you. You'll be so happy you did it. You just got to make the sacrifices now, and you got to start keeping track of everything. When people go on a diet, they write down everything, they calorie count. You need to do the same thing with your spending. You need to spend count. You need to write everything down, like I said. So when we get into this, it's daunting. It is daunting. It's a mountain to climb. And there's a lot of people out there with a lot of debt. I understand that. But you're just gonna slowly work on this, but you're also gonna attack it. It's not just gonna, you can't fix everything tomorrow. These are these small steps that we're incorporating in our life. Small steps, whether it's, financially, physically, we're going to take these small steps. You're going to take these walks. You're going to take these, journals, and keep track of everything. Start making margin in your life. When you create this margin, you'll create a lot of freedom. There's a big myth out there that there's a lot of people that say, when you make these payments, when you have payments to things, you're creating margin, or you're helping your budget. No, you're taking your future earnings that you make, you should be able to have more freedom with, and you are destroying it. If you have car payments out for 3 years, that's 3 years of your life sacrificing income you're not getting back. The best time to plant a shade tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is today. And we need to start doing some of these things today. We need to hold ourselves accountable today. Stop making excuses for yourself. You're the only person that can get you ahead. You're the only person that can hold you accountable and do these things. You can blame the government, you can blame You know, everybody, you can blame the rich, you can blame, you know, little man can't get ahead. But at the end of the day, they're never going to help you. You know, you're your hero in this story. You got to hold yourself accountable. And this debt, it's not helping you. It's destroying your future income. I hope that that's a different insight to help you keep that in mind of a future insight. So it'll help you think about it in a different light. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.